Thank you so much for your time, and thanks for help in organizing this webinar. And thanks everyone for taking time and joining this afternoon session. And I'm sure some of you are from California, and probably it's still a morning, so good morning. And if you are in the East Coast, it's a good afternoon, and it's really nice, warm here. So I hope you feel the same. So I just want to get started. As Tim mentioned, we are in business since 2007. And we do consulting and software services. We do support and maintain, enterprise systems, and as well as working with construction companies since 2010. So we have been working with the CMIC side as well as Sage side, since 2014. And we have been partnering with Alliance ever since then, and developed many reports, custom reports nature, and we learned the system, and we are now expanding our services not only in Sage 300, now 100, paperless, and estimate, and other softwares, that systems that customers are using. So I just want to get started with the newest addition that we have, and with Sage 300, the number one, obviously, your operations is number one, and then getting the information out and putting in the hands of decision makers is the another challenge, and that's the challenge that we are going to solve, using our mobile tool. And our goal is not just stick to one product, which is Sage 300 or any product, because this is our goal is to make it an interactive mobile dashboard reporting tool for you, so you can actually use this tool and build your reports for any other system that you want. So it will be a one-stop shop. So let me go into the next slide. So I already said what XtraMile Soft is and what is XtraReports. So, and just talking about the users. If you see, our product is catered to different systems. So it can be financial, so controllers can have access to, operations, project managers, and owners or customers. So now there are certain requests that came to us. Hey, can I give a certain report access to customer, because our customers want only certain data to be visible. I said, sure, we can have a customized report added to this and give access to any customer that you want and see what they want to see on the report. So that's the whole idea of developing this tool. So you can customize and run reports the way you want. And why XtraReports? That's a tool. And this is what we want it to be one-stop mobile tool. So this is you don't need to buy into expensive software or build yourself anything. So we will help you fill that gap. We will give you this tool and reports that you want, and you can start using it. Moving on. Now what are the benefits of XtraReports? Obviously,
hey, excuse me, Vivek. What we can see is your it's the PowerPoint with the orange going across the top, so the slides aren't in advancing.
Oh, really? Oh,
what we can see on the screen. Yeah. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad you told me that. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
All right. Good to go. Thanks.
Okay, good. So you can see the benefit screen now, right?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Benefit screen, the major benefit is obviously the quick access. So since it's on the mobile device, you can, if you are on LTE or on Wi-Fi or anywhere, you can quickly access the reports that you want. And the advantage of having a dashboard is you can monitor critical points on multiple projects in one screen. Okay. And we are coming up with multiple dashboard scenarios where you can actually set up each dashboard for each project to monitor different critical points for that project. So it can be a labor rate, labor usage, or profit percentage, or how other things. You want to monitor on one project, you can put it on one dashboard, and then you can have second dashboard do the same thing for different. So it's a quick. You don't have to keep changing the projects for each page. So that's the idea behind the multiple dashboards. So that is coming soon. So we heard from a couple of users, hey, can I do this on this dashboard? Can I still do that? I said yes. We can replicate the dashboard functionality for other projects. And obviously, we want it to be one-stop shop. So what do I mean one-stop shop? So if you have other system doing other things and you want the reports to be done, we can connect to the database and have that report on this particular tool. So you have all reports on one tool. Now, you can also customize some additional business functionality. So what do I mean that? So not only reports, now you want to have certain things to be done on mobile app. That functionality can be implemented based on how much you need on it. So we don't want the whole of the functionality, but if you want to quickly get some things done in the app right now, only reporting purposes, but we can open it up to business functionality too. So we do have a customized ability to do that. Obviously, the benefit is a monthly subscription versus developing a tool or buying the enterprise license for your own. Okay. And we do have new standard reports that we will be developing on a regular basis. So we will be giving you updates as long as you maintain the license. All the standard reports will come to you on our regular updates. So you don't need to worry about new or customizable reports. So if we have that report developed in our system, that will come to you. There is another benefit because we are going into mobile technology. We can utilize the messaging, WhatsApp, on email, functionality. So we can share reports using those app technologies. That can help you really. And then I'm adding this in report search. I will show you what this is in the next slide. This will give you power to search and print any data that you want. So let's say you are running a heavy data report, but you want to specifically search for a particular string, but you want it to be that report. You want to just get that report. You can get a report only for the search criteria. So you can then print or share whatever. So that's a in report search ability. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, here the features. What are the features of this app? So obviously, as I said, chat with any parameters. For a quick preview, so I'll just show you what this is. So how do I add a chat? So let me click here. So right here, if you see in the background, you have charts, and you can open the filters and add projects or customers, whatever parameters that you want, the filters, and save it. So it will show you the chart whenever you log back in. So you can do that for all the charts. So that's what I mean. And that's what the second point illustrate what I mean. So you can either do same chart with multiple projects or same parameters or different parameters for same project. So you can do 3 different data points for the same project or same data point for 3 different projects. So you can do right here on the dashboard. Now we also have summary blocks. Those will give you a quick summary of the numbers, and we will keep on developing more summary reports for you to take a quick look at how the project is doing, or whatever critical data points that you want to monitor the moment you open the dashboard. So those are the summary blocks that you have. And obviously favorites, if you have any favorites, you can easily quickly access them. That's as simple as that. So you select a report and you set the filters and you add it to favorites. So you can just get to the report with one click and you get the data that you want. And then this is another very good report that we developed. So Job Insight. What this gives is this gives the ability to have the entire job related data in one page. So you can go to any of these reports and come back, and you can have a summary of how the job is doing. So you can change the filter to go to another job easily, so that you can have all the information of that particular job in one spot. Okay, and in report search, we just talked about it. So this is how it works. So you can see how this job cost estimate details by job is, and I want to just see anything related to steel. I want to see the estimation for that. So I just search steel, and it brings me the subtotals and report totals just for the steel items. And you can change filters and search whatever. And administration, obviously, you want to anyone is doing, if you have users, you can just administer right from the app itself. You can check the invoices, check the license, or users, anybody who is active, inactive, you can do right from the app. And then share documents. So this is if you are using either phone or iPad device or tablet device, and if your device has like a email or WhatsApp, iBooks loaded on it, it will obviously prompt, and you can share the report with message or WhatsApp or email or print. That facility is right here. So that way, it is easy for you to share documents. So these are the features, that app, by default, that gives you. So I just want to go over quickly the next slides. Will give you, screenshots of, okay, how the dashboard is going to look like. We have 3 chart, 4 summary, and 1 favorite block. And then I quickly over the filters, we already seen it, and then blocks. So I'll quickly glance over, one more time, and then favorites. Now here, the menu. So if you click on this, this little button, so image, it will give you the whole module reports. So there are like, hundreds of reports, that are added to each module, different modules. And then, if you know it, where the report is, you can just go to that particular module and, open the report. And if you don't, just search it, and it will open up, where the report is. So you can just click on it, and it will, give you the information you want. And this is administration. And there are, of course, all the charts that we built, have all obviously, drill down data to each chart. So you can click and see, what each bar represents, or, pie represents, all the information that you are. Okay, here is the search bar, and I think we did talk about it. So if you need to look at a specific data in a heavy data report, so this is how easily you can do it, and this is for every report it's available. And this is how the sharing happens, and you can also airdrop to anyone nearby. And this is how you add favorites. So you like a report, and you like the filters that the data that you see. Once you set the filters, you click on this favorite button, and it will show up in your favorite list. Now, if you want to have, on the top, you see, 3-4 buttons, icons. One of them is top search reports. So these are the top reports, that you have been searching, or you have been viewing, and you can quickly access your top search report, or you can just go to the history, history back in time, and see what reports you ran and what filters you ran. So you can quickly get to them also. And once you click on it, it will run the report based on the filters that are already there. So this is another way of running your reports, based on your history. Okay, and this is another feature, on every report you have, where you can actually report bugs, or you can comment, you can give feedback, or you can even request for a new report, or custom. So when you click on this little chat button there, it will open up a dialog box, and you can select, what do you want to do. Either you want comment or feedback, or report a bug, or you want a new request, and depending on it, you just type it and send it to us, and we will receive it, and we will review it, and we will get back to you, for that particular report. Very good. And there are some important reports I just put in, and obviously I can't put everything, so you have access to the tool. In fact, if anyone is interested, I will give them the access to the tool on the web or device. So these are some of the reports that you can, budget projection by cost score, billing info by job, different reports. And this is the job insight that we talked about. So project snapshot report. So this is one important tool. I'm sure most of you will be spending time on this report, where you will get to different places of the job related information in one page. So this will be a go-to page, go-to report for most of project managers. And there is another report that I want to this is another report where people will be interested. Project percentage report and project percentage details. So this report will give you 6 different jobs, what percentage, where do you stand on each job. And when you click on it, you will get the details, the estimate versus actual cost, units, and rate. And then you can drill down into more details, like different high level. Very good. So that pretty much the about the tool. Now obviously there will be some frequently asked questions. Okay, if you need custom report, I mentioned what you can do. You can simply click on it, comment button, select the type, and submit it. Then it will come to us, and we will give you effort estimate, or we solve the issue if there is any, and that will be fixed. Now, what type of license do I need? This question was asked to me in the TUG workshop that happened in Austin recently. Either named or concurrent. So obviously named means you have users and you buy number of users license. So if you have 5 users, 5 license, each one has their own license, and 6th one can get in. But if you buy concurrent, and if you have 5 users and you buy 3 licenses, people can log in up to 3, and the 4th one will have to wait until the slot is open. How frequently data is refreshed? Now this is a very good question, because with 17.1 that Sage release, we have real-time data, pretty much real-time data, but because they are working on the issues that customers reported, we have a replicator that does once a day right now. So what we did, we went back and we did our own engineering team research and found out a solution to replicate data on a regular interval. So it can be either 1 or 2 hours. So we can work and we can negotiate. We can implement that piece of solution for you. That some of the questions. And can it work with other applications to build reports? Yes, that's the whole idea of interactive mobile dashboard reporting tool. So yes, we can link to other third-party tool. If it's a SQL base or any other database, we can link to it and build custom reports for you. So you can have one spot for your reports. And you develop it once, and it's same report accessible on the web device, all the devices like iPad or mobile. Is our data secure over there? Now this is a good question that was also asked to me in the TUG. Because SSL certificate is a mandatory to run any apps over Apple phone, so we will be implementing SSL certificate. So the data will be secure over the web, that we open to your server. Okay. Can anyone see anyone who has access to apps can see my project or financial data? So the answer is very simple. Because we rely on Sage security, if Sage says, now you only have access to this particular project, you have, when you log into our system, it will give only that access, that project access. You won't be able to see other systems, other projects, other financial data. So yes, the Sage security will be applied. Now other applications, whatever is the application security is, we have to build it. So it's a security. We can either work on a user-based security or the system-based security. That we have to take it up as a case base. Right. So these are the frequently asked questions that I capture, and I hope this will help you. Some of the questions or answers you might have, and obviously the next question is, okay, so everything sounds good. Then what about the numbers, right? So how much does it cost? So obviously the pricing is based on